Deborah, Dahab, your expat coach. I help people prepare for a move abroad and also help them adjust once they've moved. I help with mindset, with planning, and emotional muscle so you can do the heavy lifting of the logistics and the bureaucracy with a lot more ease. Now, today I'm going to talk about and give you some tips on how to make friends abroad. This is a topic that is super relevant because I would say that 99% of my clients that work with me after they've moved, their number one concern and challenge is loneliness, lack of connection, and not knowing exactly how to make friends. So the idea is that you tackle this and start thinking about this even before you move, so you're prepared. So let me get straight to the tips. Tip number one, when we think about friendships, what do you think about? This tip has to do with define what friendship means for you. Typically we have like a spectrum of how we know people and how we relate to people, from, let's say, an acquaintance or someone that you acknowledge that you know exists, but you don't really talk to them, to someone that you might talk, say good morning or talk to in a superficial manner, and then it goes down to perhaps like a very good best friend at the other end of the spectrum. So think about when you think about a friend, what level of relationship do you think about initially? And why is this important? Because when you are making friends abroad, you're going to have to manage expectations. It is very rare that we make 10 new best friends in 2 weeks. Well, it depends on what you consider a best friend. So that's really important for you to define what a friendship is for you, what a friend is, how you connect. It can be, you can just say, well, I want to make friends, meaning someone that I interact with socially, or that I can have a meal with, but it doesn't. So really think about what friendship means for you. Tip number 2. And that has to do with something that I talked about a little bit before, which is managing expectations and thinking about how did you make friends in the past. When we move abroad, typically we're starting from scratch. We might know people, from online interactions, but when we're living in a new place for the first time, we're starting really to make new relationships. So think about, how did you do that in the past? Did you meet people through school, through work, through hobbies, through church? Typically, it's an organic process. And think about how long it took for you from someone that you knew to become a friend, whatever friendship means to you. By going through your past and how you did that in the past, it's easier for us to manage expectations. It's easier for us to understand that, well, it might take a while and some effort to make friends because, it took maybe 5 years from a coworker to become more than just a colleague and a friend. I hope you get what I mean. So the last tip, the third and last tip I wanted to share with you is really, when you're making the effort and connecting with people, remember to also be a friend. And what does that mean? Well, whatever it means to you, but I'll give you some examples that happened in my own life. So my daughter had an arts and crafts thing at school, and I knew that one of the moms had a newborn baby and she wasn't able to go and buy the supplies. So what I did was I sent her a message, look, I'm at the store, I'm buying the supplies for the arts and crafts. Do you want me to pick something up for you? That's being a friend. And I did that consciously because I really wanted to connect to this person and help her because I liked her and I knew that we could create a friendship that way. Being friends and having friends is not only receiving the friendship, but also giving. And we receive what we give. So remember to call people, to ask how they're doing, to check in. If they're sick, bring them soup. Of course, it will depend on the level of friendship, but don't be afraid to reach out and to offer help, because that can be the start of a beautiful friendship and a beautiful relationship. So, these were the tips that I had for you today. I hope these were helpful in how to manage and how to go about making friends when we move abroad. This is a hot topic for pretty much everyone considering or living abroad. And if this makes sense to you, feel free to check out my free International Relocation Starter Course. The link to that is in the description box. Also, remember to like and subscribe and comment. Let me know if there's anything else you would like for me to talk about, any specific concern or issue you would like for me to create a video on. I hope to see you next time. It was a pleasure to be here. Bye-bye.